Welcome back. With all this rain today, we're going to brighten things up for our weather shots.
I like that.
Check it out. This is a beautiful monarch butterfly that Bob Olmsted, one of our viewers,
I'm not surprised.
I know. Saw out at Lake Story in Galesburg. This was on Monday, so I'm cheating a little bit, but it's so rainy today. I wanted to brighten things up.
Yes, because it is a little gray out there across the board, and it's still pretty wet in most of our hometowns as we speak. But the end of this rain is not too far away, especially for areas around the immediate Quad Cities. Let's go to our Bridgepoint camera. And yeah, you can see that the rain continues on. Got some showers, a lot of those in many of our hometowns on the radar. And because of these showers and the clouds, temperatures have been generally around the lower 70s, even around 70 degrees. Well, the showers will be ending here early this evening. That's some good news. With the winds fairly light and that air being so saturated, by tomorrow morning, we could be talking about some fog. Nothing dense, but very likely we could be seeing that in rural areas. But that's showing the signs of seeing some drier weather, and that's kind of the trend that we see going the weekend with just minimal chances in the forecast. Take a look at our upcoming weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mid-80s that we see for daytime highs. Could see some evening showers going into Friday. Saturday looks fine. And then Sunday, we may be talking about some isolated showers and thunderstorms. We'll see coverage-wise, we're kind of questioning, but this may be a morning event. Saturday and Sunday still very humid, so those mid-80s may feel more like 90s heading into both Saturday and Sunday. 70s that we see along and east of the river, farther off to the north and west, we're seeing those temperatures in the upper 60s. Pretty soggy right now downtown Davenport, 69 degrees, 70 over at the airport in Moline after seeing a daytime high of around 76 degrees. Let's get right into the radar. You can see where this cluster of showers are going on. Had some rumbles of thunder in areas to our south. As we zoom into the immediate Quad Cities, we still got the rain going on, but the tail end of it is just off to the north and west. Give it another half an hour or 40 minutes, and then we'll dry out nicely, and that'll be some great news for the Keith Urban concert that will be going on tonight starting at 8 p.m. at the Mississippi Valley Fair. Steadier rains that we see here right along Highway 34 outside of Burlington, stretching its way toward Roseville, Abington, may just miss the Galesburg area with that main rain axis pushing off to the east. Another round of showers and thunderstorms just north of the Kansas City area, but that should stay to our south. So this is the last of the wet weather that we see, as it will slowly end from west to east going into these next couple of hours or so. And our future track verifying that very nicely. However, though, with that air really saturated, cloudy to mostly cloudy skies will be expected, and maybe some of that fog, though light, we see heading in toward dawn tomorrow. By then, temperatures will likely be dropping around those low to mid 60s, showing some of the visibility that we could be talking about. Doesn't look too bad, but in some local areas, maybe about a half-a-mile visibility can't be ruled out right around the morning rush. Maybe not worse than that, I see right now. We'll start off your Thursday with clouds, and then we'll get enough subsidence coming in not until the afternoon hours, and that should allow for some of that sunshine to take place and allow to get a little bit of a bump in temperatures for daytime highs. And right now we're looking at numbers 80 or better heading into tomorrow afternoon. Any chance of wet weather in the future? Well, there could be one isolated chance, like we said, Friday evening, and it's coming in from the south and west, but this is going to fall apart and just impact areas around southeastern Iowa. So a very small chance on that. Maybe a slightly better chance it will be rolling in as we get to about maybe Sunday, and it could be Sunday morning when we do see that going into the weekend. How about in the days to follow? Well, here's our 8-day tracker. And you can always check this out on our webpage at WQAD.com. The chance will continue for Monday and Tuesday, a break on Wednesday, and then we're back to seeing some more wet weather later in the next week. Chances looking small, though, as we head to that following weekend. And with these chances, it's going to drop those temperatures in the upper 70s before we get a slight bump back in those more seasonal lower 80s in the days to follow.
All right. Thanks, James.